Today we're going to be taking a look at the best hitches available for the 2014 Volvo XC90. Now both the hitches that we're going to be comparing today are going to be Class 3 rated hitches. So that means they're going to have the 2" by 2" receiver tube opening. From Curt we have part number 13559, and from Draw-Tite part number 75152. Now both of these hitches are designed to fit in behind the rear fascia. So what we're going to be left with hanging down is just going to be the receiver tube opening and our safety chain connection points. Now the receiver tube openings are slightly different. You'll see the Curt's going to have the flush style reinforcement collar, where the Draw-Tite's, it's going to be a little bit more rounded. Also the safety chain connection points are different. You can see on our Draw-Tite we've got the rolled steel style safety chain connection point with plenty of room to get whatever size chain connected we might want to. Whereas when we look at the Curt, you can see it's more of a vertical plate that comes down. Now for most of the smaller safety chains, I don't think you're going to have any issues connecting to that, but I definitely prefer the accessibility of the Draw-Tites just a little bit more. Now as far as weight ratings are concerned with the Curt, we're going to have a 350 pound tongue weight rating. That's going to be the maximum downward force we can put at our receiver tube opening. Where with the Draw-Tite, it's going to give us a 500 pound tongue weight rating. The Curt offers a 3,500 pound gross trailer weight rating. That's the total weight of the trailer and anything we might load up on it. With the Draw-Tite, it's going to be 5,000. Now both hitches are also rated for use with weight distribution. The Draw-Tite and the Curt are going to have the same ratings at a 500 pound tongue weight rating and a 5,000 pound gross trailer weight rating. Now what this means essentially is that the Draw-Tite's going to offer a little bit stiffer of a hitch, kind of in the deflection department. Maybe if you've got like a really big bike rack on there or something like that, we're not going to have the flex in that we might get with the Curt. Now keep in mind, you will want to check the owner's manual of your XC90 to see what its tow ratings are and not exceed those. Now installation of our two hitches is also going to be extremely similar. They're going to use the exact same 3 mounting locations on both sides, so nothing changes there. However, with the thickness of the Curt plate here versus the Draw-Tite being more narrow, the Draw-Tite's going to install with absolutely no modifications to the vehicle at all. Where the Curt, while it's really not going to be seen up underneath the vehicle, we will have to kind of square off our fascia just a little bit to allow room for this plate to come through. Now one additional thing you notice on the Draw-Tite hitch, it's this little bracket that's been welded on the backside. This is made to accept wiring, whether you're doing 4-pole wiring, maybe you want a 7-pole round plug. The pre-drilled holes are going to allow you to attach brackets to them to secure that wiring. But something you want to keep in mind, in most general applications, the wiring is designed to stay in the back hatch of the XC90. So you'll have to pull up your tire tools and use the small grommet below it to run that plug outside of the vehicle if you choose to. Now here's a good look at one of our hitches installed. This happens to be the Draw-Tite, just so you have an idea. Main differences are going to be with the Curt, we're not going to have this, and we'll have that more flush reinforcement collar. Have more of a plate back here for our safety chain connection points. Now the reason we're down here is just to talk about measurements slightly. The Draw-Tite hitch from the inside top edge of the receiver tube opening here to the ground is going to give us the most ground clearance out there at 15 inches. The Curt is going to be about 3/4 of an inch lower. So the bottom of this is also going to be about 3/4 of an inch lower. It's plenty of ground clearance. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue for you. The other measurement I want to talk about is the center of the hitch pinhole here to the outermost edge of our bumper. With the Draw-Tite hitch, we're looking at about 6 inches. With the Curt hitch, we're going to bring that out about 1 3/4 inches. It's going to be about 4 1/4 inches. Now that's going to help out a lot when it comes to having space between like a folding cargo carrier maybe, or a folding style platform bike rack that folds up against the rear of the vehicle. That 1 3/4 inches can make a pretty big difference there in giving you the room you need to actually use it and be able to fold it up or not. Now let's do a quick summary to kind of firm up some of this information. When it comes to recreational usages, we're going to consider bike racks, cargo carriers or any other class 3 type accessory that might go on there to help you out with something. I think that the Draw-Tite is going to be the better in this situation because it does have that higher tongue weight rating, which, as we said before, that's going to eliminate some of the flex. Although if you are using a cargo carrier or a bike rack with a very short shank, that 1 3/4 that pinhole moves back will be a little bit of an advantage there, only in that situation though. I think with your 4 bike racks and your 5 bike racks or your bigger cargo carriers, the Draw-Tite's definitely going to be the way to go. Now when it comes to towing applications, if you're regularly going to be using the hitch for towing, again, we're going to go with the Draw-Tite. It just has the higher weight rating, the higher trailer weight rating. It means it's going to be stiffer and a little bit more sturdy, but it also has that bracket for attaching our wiring. And if you're regularly going to be towing a trailer, it's nice to have the wiring on the outside of the vehicle rather than having to fish it out of the back hatch. The last thing we'll look at is going to be the ease of installation. Now, while both hitches are going to go in almost identically to one another, the Curt does require a small fascia cut, again giving the Draw-Tite the advantage. That's going to complete our look at the best hitches available for the Volvo XC90. We hope you find this information helpful in selecting the hitch that's going to be right.
Thanks for watching. Click the link in our description below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com and leave us a comment if you have any questions.